Meek Millie, man.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Meek Millie, my nephew.
Been doing it for a little minute. One of the hottest in my city.
Cap was a little bit of swag.
I'm from North Philly, like Burke Street, around the area. Seems to be more Diamond and all that. 18th to 26th maybe, because I be around that whole area. And like, you know, same, all hoods mostly the same. Struggle, drugs, crime all day, you know what I'm saying? It's like a trap, that's why they call it the trap.
It was crazy because I really didn't want to deal with North Philly, but sometimes you have no choice where you have to live. It was new to us because all our family lived down South Philly, so we had to adapt to new friends. We didn't have the cousins around the corner, the grandmama around the corner like we used to.
Single mother, sister, like the average black family, you know what I'm saying? My dad died when I was 5.
When my dad died, I was 9. I kind of knew more than he did because he probably didn't understand it.
My dad was on some gangster shit out here, robbing everything, acting crazy. That's all I know. For me knowing him, it was like just being my dad, but word on the street, you know what I'm saying? They said my dad, he got killed during a robbery.
Meek's dad, he, what you call the black sheep of the family. You know, he stayed in trouble. It was 1989. I was at work, and the phone call came in. Your brother got shot. Man, excuse me? Get to the corners, like mobs of people outside. So the closer I get, is my brother laying in the street. It's like, wow, this is for real. It's like motionless, like laying there. I'm just looking at the bottom of his sneaker hanging out from under that white blanket. It was devastating.
I believe that Meek rapping got a lot to do with it. It's just the pain and the struggle, like it's different. If he died, it would be something different, but somebody took his life, so it's like, you're never supposed to ask God why, but you just keep on wondering, like, why me, why me, why me?
He was a real good kid. All he did was play video games, ride bikes, Willie, and flip on mattress and all that.
My mom really laid back. She always did for me when I was young. I had all the Jordans and all that. So I got up to like 16, I stopped asking for stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't keep asking my mom for stuff all day. Took it to the next level.
From the day he was about 5 to 6 years old, we always was trying to figure out a hustle. Press 0 on the phone booth and tell the operator they took our quarter so they can mail us a quarter in the mail. We did all types of stuff. All this while my mom probably would sleep from working late nights or whatever, so she had no idea.
I mean, I started hanging out in South Philly when I was like 16. Got in the mix, trapping, you know, I wasn't getting a job at 15, 16. Got a little ounce of weed, was in the streets, thinking I'm gonna make some real money, but I wasn't really making nothing.
I'm from South Philly, and I used to hang out like a block away from where I lived. So that's how I knew him as Meek, you know what I mean? Before he was really going in on the rapping thing, like I just knew him.
So the whole time when I was hustling, I was never really hustling like hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Never gave hustling 100%. When I got locked up, I'm like, I need something else to do, you know what I'm saying? I had a real case, and I was sitting. I'm like, when I get back out, I gotta do something with myself.
One of the mixtapes I did, Can't Stop Part 1. When he did the freestyle, I felt the pain in his voice. It was actually him talking about a situation with his court case. What he was saying was that he needed, I mean, people wasn't there when they were supposed to be. And I was like, man, like, I can't believe nobody helping him the way they should be helping him. When I heard that one particular freestyle, I knew that he had changed and he was going to a different place, and I wanted to be there with him.
So you know how you hear rappers, they say, I don't gotta rap, I could trap. I don't want to trap, you know what I'm saying? I can do that, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. So I was like, I decided to do something else better that was more easy.
He never talked. So when I heard that he was rapping, I was like, my son, he rap. I never even heard the boy talk like to other people.
I like the rap period. Like, when I see it on TV, I used to like Cassie more than Jay-Z when I was 14. I used to Jada Kiss, Major Figures, the whole state property, the whole Philly like influenced me mostly because that's what I really came up under. My uncle was a DJ, Grandmaster now. I used to be around there all the time when I stayed with my grandma's house down South Philly on the weekends. he used to do the mixing thing and all that. So it was like, I already liked it. That's something, as soon as I heard it, I took to it.
I'm the legendary Grandmaster Nell, uncle of Meek Mill.
We're all the money makers and all the money makers, throw your hands in the air.
I am the foundation of hip-hop. Back then, it was all about the DJs. I mean, you had to be really fast to have two of the same records to make that beat go for 5 minutes. Just so your rappers, you know what I mean, could be successful. I don't know if Meek knows up to the day that his father, back in the day when I was a DJ, used to actually jump on the mic and start rapping. It's something that I never shared with Meek, but I want to share with him that actually, you know what I mean, what you got, you know what I mean, you got to honestly, you got it from your father. Just last week, I was in the car with a friend of mine, and he threw his tape in. And when he was rapping, I was like, shaking my head. He said, you know, you listen to, do you? So I was like, oh, who that? He was like, that's your nephew, Meek.
I came up in the battle scene, mostly when everybody coming at each other on the rap DVDs and all that. Somebody say your name, you know, you go right back at them full blast, and that's what it'll probably be for the next year.
Yo, I got the whole force after me cause I be out all night, all white, making door cells like battery. Dishing rock cause I need money like a charity. And I ain't gonna stop till a motherfucker bury me. Battle me, go ahead, hype him up, I'm embarrassing. My spirit hit his ass, it'll bloody marry him. Shotty blast with body bags, they got carry him. Meek Millie, I squeeze millies and got accuracy.
This is all fake for real. It's like wrestling. Dudes, they say your name, yeah, Meek Mills, I'm gonna blow your head off, and this, that, and the third. And when y'all see each other, like, come on, man, I gotta talk to you. That's what man, we got to get together, man. We got to leave that alone. I ran into a lot of people, they like, all right, you can spit freestyle, but let's hear a song. Let's see what you can do. Freestyling don't make no money, you know what I'm saying? So I came up on that early in the game, but nobody never knew it. The whole time while I was freestyling and doing the battle stuff, I was still working on my song game at the same time. My first song I heard on the radio was Rockstar. Me, Mel Love, and Lil, and Young Poe. Then I got a group called Bloodhounds that I came up with. It was me, Lil, and Brick, and Mel Love. We was in the basement. We started doing a rap, and we did a little mixtape in the basement, playing around. Next thing you know, cassette joint too. I told him it ain't nobody hotter than Mel Love, Young Poe, and Lil, in my eyes, cause they're the niggas that got me hot. But the first major song got played on radio, like major play, was In My Bag.
I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, no, ain't I? I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, no, ain't I? I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, no, ain't I? I'm in my bag, I'm in my, I'm like fresh up out the product.
Cosmic Strictly Skills Cat, Philly's #1 DJ. When I heard the record, I just went crazy with it because I knew, I said, yo, this is something right here. Because it just, at that time, I think Philadelphia was missing the Philadelphia sound. Like, you know, sometimes you have Atlanta, they have their own sound. You got the West Coast, they have their own sound. You got New York, they got their own sound. But at the time, you know, I don't think Philadelphia had its own sound.
Ain't never seen a nigga so fly like me. That's why that's so mean and a ride like me. I'm fresh, yeah, I'm a cool dude. I be getting that money, them buddies like, who are you? Check me out, I'm in my bag.
When I make new records, they be like, no, it ain't better than In My Bag. I be like, it's better than In My Bag, but In My Bag was just the breakthrough, so it holds so much weight, you know what I'm saying?
Flamers 3. Flamers.
Flames came about, we just call hot songs flamers. They be like, that song hot, or that song flames. I just like, that's a flamer right there, you know what I'm saying? All songs put together on the song, we just named flamers, you know what I'm saying? My mixtape just kept it basic, something we always say out our mouth, and left it as that. I was doing a show with Brock. He was bringing me the contract to sign the contract and get the money, and he had Charlie Mack.
My name is Charlie Mack, the big brother of Philadelphia. I was blessed in 1985, 86 to hook up with Jay from Fresh Prince.
He's Charlie Mack and he's the first out the limo.
From that, hooked up with and discovered Boys II Men in 1989. In turn, started my own label, Charlie Mack Records, where I had a group called Task Force. From that, I started 215 Entertainment, where I had a young lady by the name of Jade that was signed to B Club, which was Timberland's label. And then, of course, about 10 years later, I ran into this young man named Meek Mill.
Charlie had a song he was doing with somebody, And Brock, like, I think you should put him on the song. So I get in the car, put Flamers One, and went through a couple songs, and Charlie was just feeling them.
He played this record called I'm Not a Rapper.
I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper, a spitter, I'm a getter. I be posted on them block, getting guap with my niggas. I grind, cause I grind, yeah, baby, I grind. Hey, I'm not a
I connected with me right away. At that point in time, I'm 42 years old, well 20 years out of the hustle game, but it still spoke to my soul. You know what I mean? He wasn't just saying it just to be saying it. He was saying it because that was something that he lived, pain that he was going through, and the pain connected with me.
He was feeling it crazy. He called T.I. right there on the spot, like, I got somebody I'm feeling, this, that, and the third. T.I. like, all right, bring him down. And we went out L.A. probably the next week.
2 days later, we were in California. And by that next following Friday, which was Friday when I called him, we had 2 deals on the table. One with Grand Hustle and one with Warner Brothers Records.
We was in the studio, we did a couple of things, and Tip was just like, man, I want to bang with Young. You know what I'm saying? I like everything he's doing.
It's all about my partner Meek Mills right here. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If I don't goddamn exhaust all my resources to do everything in my power to get a motherfucker where he need to be, nigga, my name ain't Tip.
And I like the things he was doing. I like his whole style. He was probably feeling my whole style. And I got talent at the same time, so it was like, let's do it.
We come back to Philadelphia, so I got a case. I'm not thinking none of it. I'm talking about no way, shape, or form. I'm not like, okay, mostly every young black male in Philadelphia has a case. You know what I mean? And so I just thought it was just another case, you know, that would just, he would deal with it, and we would keep on moving.
When I called my case, I heard a lot of stories. I come to jail, everybody said, yeah, dang, you pointing a gun at a cop? Yeah, you riding this, that, and that. I'm like, come on, man. I point a gun at a cop, there's going to be shots fired, and somebody's going to die, you know what I'm saying?
My daughter had called me and said that the house that he was in had got busted, and he was one of the person in there and got arrested. And I was trying to figure out what did he get arrested for? Because I know my son didn't really sell no drugs.
Bang bang, he had some weed, like, man, go grab a Dutch. So I'm like, man, fuck that. My pop got killed down South Philly. People get killed every day down South Philly. I went upstairs to get the gat. As I'm walking outside, Great Charlie spin a block. Skirt, 4 men jumping out, all black. Like, you know, South Philly people get killed. So I duck, I'm behind the car, I'm like, yo, who that? They like the police. I get to court, preliminary. Well, this young man, he pointed the gun at us. He tried to run us down.
Not till probably about 6 months after it, you know, that I realized that it was really something major. So I went to the court case. When I was sitting in the courtroom, you know, I was hearing what the police officers were saying. I was hearing what the DA was saying. I was like, wow. But that's not the kid that I experienced. That's not the kid that I encountered.
When I went to court, I asked the judge, I said, what reason am I pointing a gun at a cop for? Like, let me know. I'm not on the run for a homicide. I'm not miserable, like I'm not going crazy out here, you know what I'm saying?
And so, as the judge dismissed the other 3, you know, it came up time for Meek to be addressed. And so, his attorney presented his case. He was able to raise reasonable doubt, and so I was like, okay, he's cool. His attorney comes back to the table, he leans back, and he whispers something in Meek's ear. And so all of us, his family, myself, are like, what is he telling him? Next thing you know, he tells the judge that, you know, he want to have Meek take the stand. And Meek gets up there, and he holds his arm up, he holds his hands up, right hand up, and he swears on the Bible. And so the judge addresses him, and she says, Robert Ram, was were you present on the date in question? He said, yes. She said, did you have a gun? And he said, yes.
Getting locked up and actually being locked up, like, then they just took everything away from you, you know what I'm saying?
I was blown away.
My bail was like $200,000. I called home. My mom like, yeah, we're gonna bring you some drawers and socks. I'm like, I ain't staying here. To call him, ask him he got $5 grand. Call him, ask him he got $7 grand. But you know, when you get to jail, it's a whole different story. A million people say they might help you and look out for you. As soon as you get behind the walls, it's a whole different story. Nobody answers your phone.
Forget the record deal, forget it. I'm like, this kid life is about to be over. Because he stepped on the stand and he said, and he pled guilty to having a gun. The guy told him that I could beat the drug case, but I can't beat the gun case. If the judge put the drugs and the gun together, he was looking at 5 to 10 years.
I call him, yo, what's up? Like, what do y'all got? Like, anything to help me towards getting out? Oh yeah, we gonna put something together, throw the free Meek Mill party. You know, we selling DVDs, they selling DVDs. I'm on the cover of the DVD. DVDs go for $10. My mom called him, Rami said y'all had something for him. All right, we're gonna bring it around later. Never come, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I just won't deal with y'all. And I was locked up with some old head. It was like, it's just meant for them not to be around you. When things get bigger,